students. Today we will discuss about the geometry of coordination compounds. Geometry of coordination compounds that will be explained. First of all, that will be explained by Werner's theory. First it will be explained by Werner's theory. Beta, he give some postulates only to define the shape of coordination compounds. This Werner theory explained main three postulates. First, every central metal atom or ion have two valencies. First, central metal atom have two valencies, primary valency as well as secondary valency. Beta, primary valency, that is equal to the oxidation state of metal. That will be exist in simple salts also. It is the primary valency is the oxidation number of metal, which is also shown in the simple salt of that metal. Secondary valency is the oxidation number. Secondary valency is the coordination number. That will be shown only and only in coordination compounds, not in simple salts. First postulate of Werner theory, that central atom consists of two valencies, primary valency and secondary valency. Primary valency is simple oxidation state of that metal, that will be shown in simple salts. And secondary valency, it is equal to the coordination number. That is present only and only in coordination compounds. Second, each and every metal will satisfy both the valencies. Both the valency. Beta, primary valency is satisfied by negative ions only. Either these ions present as ligand or as counter ion. Primary valency of central metal atom or ion is satisfied by negative ion, either as ligand or counter ion. Secondary valency is satisfied by negative, positive or neutral ligands. Beta, primary valency is satisfied only and only by negative ion. These negative ion may be present as ligand or may be present as counter ion, but secondary valency is satisfied only and only by ligands. These ligands may be positively charged, may be negatively charged, or may be neutral. Now third postulate is that secondary valency is satisfied by ligand which show directive bonds from ligands to central metal atom to form geometry to the coordination compound. Beta, these three postulates given by Werner give only the idea of shape, not well explained why the shape of region, why the region of this shape is cannot be explained by Werner, but Werner explained basic two valencies of central metal atom in the complex. Primary valency, secondary valency. Primary valency present in simple salt also, but secondary valency is only and only in coordination number. Primary valency satisfied by negative ion. Either that negative ion behave as ligand or as counter ion. But secondary valency is only satisfied by ligand. Either the ligand is positive, negative or neutral. Next, the secondary valency that is satisfied by satisfied by ligands only. To form directive bond between metal and ligand. This directive bond nature from ligand to metal which show ligand donate the pair of electron and metal accept the pair of electron in particular direction. This particular direction give the shape of coordination compounds. Beta, for example, we have a coordinated compound with some counter ion. We have a coordinate compound with central atom, with counter ion, that is this is central metal atom, this is this is ligand. Coordination number is secondary valency. And to satisfy the primary valency, there are counter ion. For primary valency. According to Werner's, ligand decide the shape of this complex. Counter ion may be present elsewhere around the central atom in any direction. They will only and only to satisfy the primary valency. Later, for example, we have 6 ligands and all the 6 ligands are directed towards the central metal atom in particular direction. This is the particular direction. These are the ligands. By accepting ligands, number of lone pair from the ligands, the primary valency remain as it is. To satisfy this primary valency, we have 3 counter ion. These counter ion may be represented like this. According to ligands, shape is octahedral. This counter ion may be arranged like this, or this is the octahedral geometry. Beta, these are the ligands. They form directive bonds towards the metal with particular direction to give the geometry, that is octahedral geometry. These counter ion may be present like this or may be present parallel to the ligands. Or in any direction you may. According to Werner's, these ligands decide the shape of central metal atom or this coordination compound, but counter ion present only and only to satisfy the primary valency. Now, beta, there are some limitation in the Werner theory. First of all, why this molecule have octahedral geometry only? Particular reason is not explained. Is this compound is paramagnetic or diamagnetic? That means magnetic property can't be explained. It is optically active or inactive? It also will not explain. That means Werner theory give an only and only idea about the primary valency and secondary valency. Otherwise, it is not fruitful for identify the shape, magnetic behavior, spectral behavior, optical behavior of the coordination compound. To satisfy all these limitations of the coordination compound, we have some other theories like VBT, valence bond theory, as well as crystal field theory. Now we will discuss the another theory that is known as valence bond theory, or we can say VBT, valence bond theory or VBT. This valence bond theory, you will discuss something about the valence bond theory for inorganic compound in your lower class, that is 11th. But here the postulates of valence bond theory for coordination compound is totally different from the lower class, that is valence bond theory for the compound formation and so many shape of the molecule. This valence bond theory explains the particular reason. But in 1931, Pauling gave some postulates about the shape of coordination compound, which also explain the magnetic behavior, optical activity. That means limitation of Werner's theory can be modified in valence bond theory by Pauling. First postulate. Beta, first postulate, here metal ligand bond arise. First postulate, why metal and ligand combine together? Why metal ligand bond is arise? Metal ligand bond is arise due to tendency of ligand to donate electron pair and metal have tendency to accept electron pair. So first, in this approach, basic assumption made is that metal ligand bond arise by donation of pair of electron by ligand to the metal by ligand to the metal. Either the metal is in atomic form or is in ionic form. Either the central metal atom or central metal ion. Next, why central metal atom adopt or accept these electrons? Why central metal atom accept pair of electron from the ligand? Because central metal atom or ion have empty space in n-1d or nd orbital. It means central metal atom accommodate the lone pair of electrons due to presence of empty d orbital. This d orbital either belongs to lower energy shell or same energy shell. Same energy shell means the outermost shell. First of all, metal ligand bond formed by donation of electron from ligand to the central metal atom. Second, metal accommodate these electrons due to presence of empty space. Next, beta unpaired electron in d orbital either of the lower shell or of the outermost shell. Pair up fully as well as possible for the hybridization state. And the hybridization state, for hybridization state, if it is possible, we will make n-1d orbital empty. For example, suppose this is 3d orbital, outermost shell is 4th, like this. Suppose we have electrons like this. Now for hybridization, this metal atom have tendency to pair up the electron. This central metal atom have tendency to pair up the electron in n-1d orbital, like this. Now electrons are paired up. Sorry, 4s, 4p. Now we use dsp2. If there is dsp2 shape hybridization state, square planar geometry. Square planar geometry. In some of the cases, it is not possible to pair up the electron because of ligands are weak field. If ligands are weak field, then electrons cannot be pair up. Then in that case, we will use d orbital of higher shell, that is known as outermost d orbital, outer d orbital or outer complex. Later, this type of complex in which d orbital used of lower shell is known as inner complex. If d orbital used, suppose these electrons can't be pair up, and 3d, 4s, 4p, and it is possible to reuse the electrons of d orbital of outermost shell. Suppose these electrons are used s, p, 3, d. How many d? 2. Then we will use outermost d orbital. It is known as outer complex. Outer complex. Then it is known as outer complex. Outer complex. That means first ligand donate electron, metal will accept electron. Why metal accept electron? Second postulate satisfy this condition, that metal have tendency to form empty d orbital. Either this orbital belongs to lower shell or outermost shell. Outermost shell, this one. Third, beta metal have tendency to pair up the electron to become empty orbitals. Either that d orbital belongs to lower shell or higher shell. Third postulate is explanation of second one. Now, beta, if hybridization state is dsp2 or sp2d, shape is square planar. Hybridization state is sp3, tetrahedral. Beta, hybridization state is sp3d2 or d2sp3. Both are different things. Outer d orbital, inner d orbital. It is octahedral. It is octahedral. That means reason of shape of the complex will be explained by VBT. Now, during the formation of hybridization state, if there are unpaired electron, if one unpaired electron is there, like this, or number of unpaired electrons are there. If unpaired electrons are present, next one, unpaired electrons present, then complex is paramagnetic. Beta complex is paramagnetic. If all electrons are paired, only paired electrons are there, complex is diamagnetic. That means from VBT we also able to explain the magnetic behavior. When we draw the shape, then form the mirror image. If mirror image is superimposable, optically inactive. Mirror image is non-superimposable, optically active. These are the postulates of valence bond theory. These are the postulates of valence bond theory. But valence bond, according to valence bond theory, it also have one limitation. Some limitation, some limitation. First one, beta, it can't explain the spectral properties. It is not possible to count the number of transitions. These transitions will be calculated by CFT, crystal field theory. Crystal field theory. Beta, you will learn and understand the postulates of valence bond theory. On this basis, we will explain how hybridization state is calculated, when this lower d orbital use, when higher d orbital use. It will be discussed in our next video. Thank you.